Remember a couple episodes ago when I made that awesome bushcraft chair for my husband? Well, he's decided it's a little too wide for him, so we're going to shorten it up. I'm going to show you how to make it since so many of you have asked, and then we're going to whip up a couple basic panels. So, let's go. So for these projects, you are going to want to buy 500 mil spec material. It's water resistant, very durable. You don't want to go any higher than 500 or it's going to be too heavy, and any lower, it's just going to be flimsy. I bought this online for, I think, $12 a yard. Now, this is the chair that I made for my husband, this beautiful bushcraft chair, and it measures 48 inches tall by 35.5 inches wide. That is too wide for him. So we're going to cut it down to about 28 inches wide. Now, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cut yourself a 56-inch piece long. And the reason you want 56 inches to get the 48 inches is because you are going to fold over 4 inches on each end to create a pocket. Before you do that though, on each side you want to run a 1-inch hem and just simply zigzag cut that. Once the hems are on each side, take the top and fold it over to create a 4-inch pocket on the top. And that is where your cordage is going to go through, so you can actually tie this up. And on the bottom, you also want a 4-inch pocket, and make sure it's at least 4 inches. I wouldn't go much bigger than that. You want 4 inches because that's where your wood is going to go. So 1-inch hems on each side, 4-inch pockets. But now we've got to cut this down to 28 inches wide. Since I had over half my material left over from the chair, I decided to make a couple panels. This one, I simply cut a square 25 by 25. And then at the end, I just hammered in 2 grommets. For my next panel, I want to make it 18 by 18. So we're going a little smaller. And what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to measure this to 19 inches because I want an extra inch for the tabs that we are going to cut and put on the corners of this panel. So we've got, there we go, 18 by 19. Let's get cutting. Just nice even cuts. And if you're going to make an investment, get yourself some good shears. Do not let your kids use them for paper. Don't let your husband use them for opening up envelopes. You keep these in your sewing kit. All right, there's our 19, and here is our 18. Try to keep it nice and even and straight as possible. Doesn't have to be perfect. I doubt anyone in the woods is going to be out there with a ruler checking how straight everything is. All right, next we're going to mark off our 18 inches here. So we can cut off a 1-inch strip that we're going to use to make little tabs on the corners of this panel. That way, we don't have to worry about water resistancy like we do with the grommets. So again, just nice straight cuts. Try to keep them as even as possible because these tabs are going to fold over, so it's really nice when they are uniform. Now for these 1-inch tabs, super simple. We're just going to fold it in half. And we're going to cut it right at the halfway mark. And then we're going to do the same with each of these. And I don't have to worry about the pencil on the inside because that's going to be sewn together. I had to flip it because it looked icky. See, yuck. So we're just folding these together. And our panel is almost complete. What we're going to do is we're taking each one of these tabs and we're simply going to attach to each corner. And that way you've got more hanging capabilities. You can loop it together with cordage. So many more uses than the one with the grommets. I picked up this orange polyester thread that's made specifically to work with canvas. And this is usually my favorite part of sewing right here. You want to do that. Now we're going to add the little tabs to the corner of our second panel. So we're going to want to take that little 1-inch strip, fold it in half, and then we're just going to slide it right over the corner so it's nice and even on both sides. And we're just going to do a simple zigzag on here to attach it. So there we go. We're going to repeat that with each corner. Fold it in half, slide it in and on an angle, and stitch. Easy peasy. We have finished our second panel, and this one measures 18 by 18 and it has the tabbed corners. What's nice about this is compared to the first panel we made is with the tabs, we don't have to worry about moisture breach and having two gaping holes right in the middle of the material. So you can use these to tie out, tie together, tinder catch, carry, kneeler, sit on it. Look at how nicely and compactly that folds up. 101 uses right there. So we started out today with a quick tutorial on how to make that awesome bushcraft chair that I made for my husband. Unfortunately, when I first made it, it was a little too wide, so we narrowed this one down to 28 inches instead of 35 inches across, and voila. Now these will easily run you $60 online. I paid $23 for all of my material together. Then we moved on to a panel, which can be used for signaling, kneeling, tinder catching, cover, whatever. This one is 24 by 24 inches, and I put grommets at the top two corners, nothing on the bottom. Now, it folds up nicely, but my husband said it was still a little bit much for his day pack. So we moved on to a smaller panel, and this one is 18 inches by 18 inches, and they have 1-inch tabs sewn into the corner. And these will fold up super nice and small for your day pack. Now, those panels will run you anywhere from 26 to mid 40s. So when we do the math, we're about 120 bucks, whereas opposed I spent 23, and it really only took me about an hour to make everything. I want to thank you for joining me today, and I hope you learned something and can make something really cool for yourself. Now, if you have any questions about what I made, just drop a question in the comment section of this video, and I'm happy to answer it. And while we're in the comment section, head on up to the like and subscribe buttons, hit both of those, zip on over to the notification bell and select all. In the meantime, be boss, be beautiful, be bushcraft. We'll see you next time. Thanks for joining me.